Election day still maybe a couple of months away, but here in the Commonwealth, you can cast your vote as early as Friday.
10 News reporter Abby Coleman is working for you to see what you need to know before heading to the polls.
Everyone knows Virginia is for lovers, but starting Friday, it's also for voters. This year on the ballot, we have 5 different elections here in Roanoke City. And what a lot of people don't realize is you don't need an excuse to vote early.
They're realizing the convenience of it, and they're wanting to take advantage.
Nicholas Ocampo is Roanoke's new registrar and has hit the ground running with early voting starting this week. Virginia has one of the earliest periods for early voting, with polls opening a whole 45 days before Election Day.
We're really one of the earliest states. Do you know the reasoning for that? Why are we so early?
That is just what the General Assembly has decided.
One of the big reasons for early voting in the Commonwealth is to cut down on potentially long lines, like we've seen in past presidential elections.
I was literally just talking about this with my mom last night. I went with her on Election Day in 2012, and we waited 2 hours in line to vote.
We can kind of lighten the load a little bit and get some people through ahead of time.
And as of the 2020 election, everyone can vote early.
And you said no excuses. What do you mean by that?
So you don't have to provide any reason for coming to vote early, saying that, oh, I'm going to be away on Election Day, or there's no application required. It's just show up with your form of ID and vote.
In 2020, almost 18,000 people in Roanoke voted before Election Day, and they're prepping for those numbers or even more, both in person or by mail.
We don't just mass mail ballots to every voter. It has to be, there is a process for that. Secondly, actually, we have a couple teams of officers here today that are packing those ballots. We have about 4,200 in our first mailing, and that's due to the post office this Friday as well.
Gotcha. And so those 4,200 are all people that have requested it?
Correct.
Ocampo tells me the method doesn't matter, as long as you get out and vote.
If you're not registered, today would be a wonderful opportunity.
In Roanoke, Abby Coleman, 10 News, working for you.